Hey, Soul Fam. Oh my gosh, it's been a lot. Okay, so Facebook isn't working because I have no cell phone. I have not had a cell phone for 3 days, going on 4, and it's interesting. It's teaching me some things that are pretty important, and everything happens for a reason, even if it's inconvenient. So I'm gonna wait for people to come on because I don't think people understood. I was trying to say, I don't have a cell phone. I'm only going to be on YouTube. So hopefully people will come over. I'm getting messages on Facebook and I don't know what else I can do. I'm like, hello, I'm only on YouTube right now. All right. So I'm not gonna. Hi, Julie. How are you? It's hot out here. Oh my gosh, it's humid. We've got big clouds in the sky. So I'm glad you're there. I don't have a cell phone. As I was saying, I was already recording. Hi, Breezer. Hello from Australia. You found me. You did. How difficult is it to find me? I don't understand why people can't seem to find me. Can you tell me? Like, don't you just go to my channel and it shows that I'm live? I'm not quite sure how it works, but it's been a lot. My cell phone broke during Mercury retrograde. Actually, we're in the shadow period. We might be going in soon, but for me, I always get hit the week 2 weeks before, and my cell phone, the port, decided just overnight it wasn't going to work anymore. Okay, cool. It alerted you. Hi, Lee. Hi, Isa. Oh my God, that's so awesome. I'm so glad people are here. I was so worried. As I'm saying, I don't have a cell phone. I haven't had use of my cell phone broke 3 days ago, and they promised me that I would have it on Saturday. And of course, thanks to Mercury retrograde, I don't have it. So anyway, I was saying that it taught me some things because I don't have a cell phone. You know, you have your cell phone, you plug it in next to your bed. I don't know if all of you do, but I always did, which is actually horrible. And I have recognized that not having a cell phone next to my bed, I go to sleep, I don't wake up and check anything, because oftentimes if I get up to go to the bathroom, I might check something or I might get alerted, right? And you don't, you, I that's not, I shouldn't ever be doing that. I should never be doing that. Hi, Tina. Hi, Lori. Yay! Everybody's here. I'm so glad. I thought I wouldn't be able to find you guys, or that you wouldn't be able to find me, because I don't know how to do. I'm not very computer. Let's just say it. I'm computer illiterate. All right. Let's just say it. It's a fact. I don't know what I'm doing on a computer. So I'm going to give you your items to choose from. I had some things to talk about, but I don't know if I want to. This little bird. This sits like this is it literally was. It goes on top of a jar inside of my bus, and it sits in the corner of my bus. But I brought it in, and I sit it on my kitchen counter with a druzy rock that kind of fits right like this, and it looks like it's way up in a tree. And what was super sad is one day I was in my bus going down to a big festival, and I was promised that my bus could get there, safely and comfortably, and that was not the case. And everything fell apart. Everything fell off the walls. Everything. It was. It's like we were in a hurricane, and his tail broke off. So I put little blue feathers from my blue jays that come to visit me, and I just decided to give him a touch up. And so he's going this way, he's going that way. He's got a little bit of a zigzag going, but I think he's actually more special. And I'm thinking about my Henry the Hig. It's got, look at three little wishes coming in. What are your wishes? Make your wishes. Owning my home, the love of my life, health and healing within myself, my body, my family, and friends. I'm already doing my path. I'm a communicator, so this bird represents me communicating. So my 3 wishes. What are your 3 wishes? I've been thinking about my Henry the Hig, and he is he's had 2 fractured leggies, and he is the coolest cat. And I got to tell you, when I first found him in the crushed up on the road, he please I will you know what? When you ask me this much in advance, I'm not going to remember by the time we get to the end. So you're going to have to stick around, and you're going to have to ask me again when I ask at the end. Okay, so um, he was crushed in the middle of the road in the middle of winter, and he was freezing. And we found him, and he had two crushed, he broken femur. He had his growth plate was broken, and another part was broken. And as you know, the whole story, Spirit said, we're not putting him down. We're not, but they wanted to cut his leg off. And Spirit said, no, we're not going to. We're going to work. You're going to use your natural healing abilities, and we're going to show you. And they showed me in my dreams. Michael showed me his molecular structure and how I was going to use my energy and their energy to draw and move around the little joints and compress them together. And I did the whole thing. And to this day, this little guy is running around. You know, I mean, within a week, he was already running around. But because he had a handicap, I bought him a cat box that was you walk into the cat box from the bottom. It wasn't like it was open, it was lowered, so it wouldn't be difficult for him. It would be easier for him. He would refuse to use it. I got him cat food. I brought it to him. He refused that. He went to where the other cats were. He climbed the tower. He's like, I don't want to be treated any differently because you think I have a disability. So there's a message in this. This is where we're going. So this little one went bouncing and down, bouncing and jostling down and landed and broke its tail, broke its ass. And now I've given it an even more beautiful one. So there's a deck that we're going to use today, and it's going to be for all of us, and it's going to be a positive intention. It's called Personal Power. And there's a message in it. One of them says, I am not broken. And the person has an amputated leg with my friend here, one of the really cool rappers, and I mean jewelry rappers, Infinity. He lost his leg in a motorcycle accident, and he has a false, like the metal leg, like is in this one. And nothing stops him from going anywhere. He dances, he goes all over the place. Half the time he doesn't even use the leg. So I'm just thinking it doesn't have to be a physical, well, it could be a disability, like a speech impediment. It could be you're on the spectrum. It could be whatever you perceive as a disability. Henry the Higg said, I'm not different than any of them. I can do anything that they can do. And he proved it. And he used to be a real snuggle bunny and wanted to hi Lisa, he wanted to show everyone that he didn't need to be coddled, he didn't need to be a baby. And so he stopped giving lovies. And my friend Lisa that just joined us, she just moved here from Prescott, from Oregon, and she's in down the street. He loves her, and he came to her and he started to say, I'm ready for love. I'm ready to show you that I want love. I'm ready I recognize that I deserve love. So maybe this instability that you had, this what you considered a disability on your behalf, stopped you from allowing love into your life. And so all of a sudden he's become a purr factory all over again. And so I just glued these two little feathers on this morning to this little bird. It sits up on the shelf and you couldn't see that its tail was broken. But now I'm like, I'm going to embellish it. It's kind of like people that have scars and they get a tattoo on the scar, right? I'm a badass or whatever this is. I'm kind of being shown to draw this attention to this. One of my followers on, you guys might have remembered her a long time ago, made this for me. And I started to add more pieces. I added this crazy lace agate, and I added this little seahorse right here, and I added this little shell right here, and I added this little octopus right here, and this little mermaid. And it says on the back side of this shell, it says, I really am a mermaid. And I just finished it this morning. And I've got one more piece that I'm adding. It came loose. Oh God, it came loose, so I had to glue it. I'm just showing it to you because I don't know why. We'll find out later. this druzy quartz. It's an aura, angel aura'd quartz crystal. So it's going to go somewhere on the chain. Maybe right here. God, I can't even see what I'm doing on this. Maybe right here. Anyway, there might be a reason that I was shown to show you that right now. All right, next item to choose from. I choose this one because a lot of us feel we have a disability, and sometimes our disabilities are what spirit uses for us to teach others. So I created this piece. I've got a lot of these crystal creations. As Laurie Hamilton spoke about, she still has my crystal clusters. She ordered a couple of many years ago. So a lot of, it's everything that matters to me, like different crystals that I found when I was hiking on the trail. And this is a snake. So to me, I see rebirth, renewal. This is the fabulous little pieces that you find of the manzanita, and then the pine cones, the pineal gland, right? These are quartz crystals that spirit dropped for me on my travels. I've got little, there's all kinds of little clear quartz, so it's kind of like a little gold mine. And it all goes together with Kuan Yin. She stands there. So it's kind of like she's the goddess of kindness, compassion, forgiveness, and mercy. So this is the item, the second item, that nature. I asked a question this morning about someone, and I'm looking for an answer. And it has to do with forgiveness. So this is important as well. So I'm going to put this here. And then the third item to choose from, you know what? I was going to just choose, this is a piece that Spirit gifted me when I was traveling. I think this was West Fork Trail. And if you could see it in the light, we don't have light right now coming through here. But when the light hits this druzy, it's just magical crystal. It's a crystal cave. And you can see going in. It's kind of like when you go through in West Fork Trail. You go in through these little caves. And it's got the red earth. So I ask for a crystal. I always ask. I don't take things from the mountain. I don't dig things out. A lot of people, we have a lot of crystals in Sedona in our mountains. And, oh, it's hot. And I don't dig them out. I ask Spirit to gift them to me. So this was gifted to me. So this was going to be the third item, but we could have chosen this one. Because there's so many different messages on here. This is a bullet on this side with turquoise on the end. And what I heard I thought, well, that's a very odd thing for her to put on there. But I hear about taking a bullet for someone. I took a bullet for someone. That's why that occurred. That's why I disappeared. I took a bullet for someone. This octopus that's right beneath it. Funny, I didn't think. We're going to use this. We're going to use this, not this one. I didn't think when I put this together. I just intuitively put it together. So this little octopus is underneath the one who took a bullet for someone. Octopus says, I'm your best friend. Like an octopus stuck to your face. I never let go. And what else? What other purpose? What other messages here? This one is beauty. So focus on the true beauty, right? Natural beauty. I don't know. Let's use this for the third item, okay? This other one's cool, but so 1, 2. Oh, did I only have 2? Oh no, I had the bird. Gosh, sorry. All right. Oh my God, I thought I had everything ready. I have the crystal singing bowl I've got to go get. Would you rather I use a gong? Tell me. Tell me if you'd rather use the gong or the crystal singing bowl. I'm going to go get it. Tell me. Are you still there? I know there's probably a delay. I'm going to go get one or the other. I heard something. Let's see if you guys are in tune with what I heard. So I heard the gong. Let's clear our energy. Let's clear our energy. Okay. I have new respect for my friend Lisa Rosenblum. She carries the gong around and she walks all around us at sound healings and plays it. That's a heavy gong. I don't know. I don't know her if she's playing as heavy a gong as I was, but dark energy cannot handle the singing bowl. Sorry. Singing bowl gong. Okay, some wanted the gong. All right. We'll do the singing bowl again next week. Oh, hello, Gina. It's okay. We haven't even started. I had a story to tell. You'll have to go back and listen. So our items to choose from, Gina, are choose from this little bluebird that had his tail broken, and he was gifted by me. We gave him wings to fly, and they're beautiful. So this one that had I always want to say instability. So there must be something to do with an instability, because that's what I keep wanting to say. So whatever made this one unstable, remember, wouldn't be able to fly without that, because of instability, right? I wasn't able to move forward because of instability. Could have been that, right? But now it's even more beautiful. But we were talking about feeling like you had what's the word, you guys? I can't even think of the word right now. I'll think of it. Handicap of some sort, right? And then there's this sculpture piece that I put together with Kuan Yin, which is a goddess of kindness, compassion, and mercy. Kuan Yin has tamed her dragon, who walks devotedly at her side. Did I bring my deck out here? So there's that. I just think of that because we have Kuan Yin as one of the items in my card. And then the other item is this necklace was gifted to me by one of my soul family members many years ago. You guys might have remembered. And one of them has a bullet, and I got a message in it. This one is a bullet with a turquoise on the end, and it said, I took a bullet for them. So it's like somebody took a hit for someone else. And that's why they weren't able to something. And then the octopus is like best friends, stuck to your face. They never let go. And then this one talks about, it's so difficult to do this in the opposite. This talks about the real beauty, natural beauty, right? Over here, it says, I am a real mermaid. And I put it with my crazy lace agate. So these are the items to choose from. Okay. And we've cleared our energy, and we're going to go. I haven't had anything to eat, so I'm stealing some cherries. Oh, my deck came first. So for those who chose this beautiful little bluebird of happiness, he's very happy now. Remember, this bluebird has 3 wishes. What are your 3 wishes? You choose the bird? Okay. My new friend, Emeron, brought me the most beautiful Mary Jane plant that Lisa and I are going to care for. I'm just looking at her, and she was really sad. I was supposed to leave her alone until her leaves started to droop, and they started to droop, and I gave her fertilized water, and she just popped up she's right next to me. She's just popped up all happy. It's so exciting. All items are very interesting. They are, aren't they? There's reasons. Everybody has a different reason. So 2 things came out. 2 came out for those who chose the bird. The first, this one drew my attention right away, but Spirit says this should draw my attention right away. So let's do this one. These are the fairies. Hi. They all just showed up. Aren't they delightful? Fairies move through life like they don't have a care in the world. They're not worried about whether they have enough money. They're not worried about what's coming tomorrow, next week, or even next year, or how long they're going to live. They just get busy living. They're happy, joyful, and teach us the importance of play to raise our vibration. But do not mistake them as frivolous or insignificant. On the contrary, they are very wise, gifted, and incredibly powerful. It's the fairies that whisper in our ear, "It's time to get outside and play. Take your dogs for a hike. Go climb a tree. Commune with us. We love to interact with you. We love it when you put out little fairy houses for us and leave us little crystal gifts to let us know that you appreciate and want to work with us." What I was going to choose is, see this table? Oh my God, this table behind me. Ooh. Those are two little fairies right there. And right there is a little wooden fairy house. And there's crystals all around. And I have them all around my garden. I talked to my cousin Garth this weekend, or I don't know. Yeah, I guess earlier this weekend. And we're Welsh. And he said, we're direct descendants of Eric the Red and Leif Erikson, or Leif Erikson, the explorer, and a true Welshman. And I'm very connected to the Fae. So I'm not kidding. They want you to put out crystals for them. They need little houses. But they're not insignificant. They're incredibly powerful, and they can do many, many things. I just spoke to them this morning. I have a whole crystal cluster sitting over with my Kuan Yin statue, and I talked to them this morning. So they, along with unicorns, fairies, dragons, the energy, it's all spirit, angels. It's just spirit, right? So they're very wise, gifted, and incredibly powerful. It's the fairies that are speaking to us. So they leave us little crystal gifts to let us know that they appreciate us. They are the ones that gift me the crystals as we walk along. So we will help you connect to your pets because we have a very strong connection to them already. We can help you with them if they're not well or misbehaving. Okay, good. So can you please I'm asking you guys right now. And here they come. They're coming in force right now. I need Magic to come in. He needs to come in. He's been out for 10 days. And he needs to come in. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's 10 days. It's definitely been over a week. So tell us what you need and we will point you in the right direction. So this morning I put all my other cats in the front room and I left the door open. And then because my little brat, Phoebe, got outside and she was having a stroke. She was panting and she wouldn't come in. So I shot her with water so that she was cool. And then I left the door open and I just thought, well, it is what it is. She's going to come in when she's starving. And I came back in the house and she was sitting on the kitchen counter. Another message. Don't panic. This one. I don't know why I ran away. In truth, you do. You were hurt by another. And so before you will allow yourself to be hurt again, you will run away. Often we will not see what we're doing, but we are in fact projecting our pain onto another. So we engage in a game of runner chaser. This does the opposite of what we think it really will. You say, if I really matter to you, you will chase after me when I run from you. And when you chase me, it scares me. We believe we want freedom when we truly wish to be loved. These are childish games that as awakened individuals, we must see as old patterns that need breaking. Why run from what we truly desire? Why project what another has done onto someone new? That's not fair or valid. Everyone has their own story. And just because I remind you of another in some and maybe many ways, I am not them. Also, if you continue to run away from me, I will stop chasing you. You will turn around and I will be gone. Is that what you want? So this can be family. This can be friends. This can be lovers. What is it for you? Hi, Ingrid. No, there is no Facebook Live. I tried. People don't write or read. I posted right on the top of the weekly reading. It will be on YouTube only. I don't have a phone. My phone broke 3 days ago, going on 4, and I was supposed to have it replaced by yesterday. He says, I will have it there to you by Saturday. And I said, thank you very much. And he did not. So I'm praying that it will be here on a Monday. But it taught me to not have a phone by my bed at night. And I slept better. And I'm not going to bring my phone into my room at night. I'm going to charge it and stick it in the living room. So I've changed that. I've gone to the river every single day since I lost my phone. And without a phone, it's been heartbreaking because I've wanted to share. But every time I've gone, I've either run into a friend or gone with a friend, and they have captured some moments. I took a beautiful whole series of pictures on the day that it broke, and I uploaded it to Facebook, and it said it went through, and it didn't. So hello, Mercury retrograde. So you guys, if you're dealing with all kinds of annoying things right now, Mercury retrograde. Off to buy an alarm clock so I didn't have it beside me when I sleep. Oh, that's so wonderful. See? You know, if we should have it 10 feet away from our body, apparently. But how do you do that, right? All right. Okay, so the first message, this is interesting. So Bobcat's been coming to me a lot lately. The message about a bobcat, and they're talking about patience. Let me just get the right place here. Bobcat, isn't this beautiful? I had a bobcat show up in my feed, and I think I shared it. And it was I said it's so magical. As I was looking at it, I was in love with it. Oh my God, we already know who the bobcat is, right? Just because I said I was in love with it. I'm not in love with too many people. In love, I'm actually only in love with one. And I said it's got the face of Henry the Hig and Merlin and Pegasus. All of them. And all of them are the same person for me. So the bobcat, they're very stealthy hunters. They're a cat, right? Cats are very good at independent, healthy. You can see my little cats when they got outside, they're all little strong hunters, right? They blend easily into their environment because of the way they're speckled and spotted. They can kind of blend into where the shadows are, and they can wait. They have patience. They're like the heron, they can stand in their emotional waters for a very long time waiting for their prey, and then they strike. Well, so are bobcats. Bobcats, they wait for hours and hours until they find the right moment. So it's the bobcat and the blackthorn. So this is a type of, I should have looked it up. Well, I couldn't because I didn't know what I was. So maybe somebody can pick up blackthorn spiritual meaning. But the blackthorn berries are all over the place, but they've got see these really wicked I was calling horns. I don't know why I can't speak. La 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 la. My mouth does not want to speak today. Song in the background. Why do you always run away? Interesting. There's thorns. That's why it's called a blackthorn. And so these spikes provide shelter and protection for these ones. They know how to maneuver these obstacles. So if you see the blackthorn coming up, it talks about overcoming obstacles. I am trying to overcome my speech impediment. Remember I spoke about you might have a what did I call the word? I can't even think of the freaking word. Anyway, speech impediment. So if there's a lot of berries in the season, if they go and they find a lot of berries, they need to get them, and they need to carry them. They need to eat them. They need to get ready, because that talks about scarcity coming in the winter. If there's a lot of berries, isn't that interesting how nature works? If there's a lot of berries, there's going to be scarcity. So this way, if the berries are taken and foraged, they're harvested, they will bring and they're talking about, think about you. This is a berry that you could actually harvest. So it's talking about saving. I guess it is. It's talking about preparing. It's talking about, right now I haven't been able to work in 3 days because I didn't have a phone, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to. So this is talking about lean times, but I'm seeing a lot of berries. So I asked a question of spirit this morning, and an animal totem showed up. And so I looked up the animal totem. It was a puffin. And the puffin it talks about one of the messages. I shared it on Facebook so you guys can see it. It says that there would be plenty. You will have plenty. So I literally burst into tears because I haven't been able to work, and it's not good. I'm the only one paying my bills here. So again, this talks about there's going to be plenty for you if you're wondering about that. So if you get this in the upright, we're going to give it both ways. I believe we got it in the upright. I saw it in the upright. So it talks about the journey ahead, because there's lots of berries. There's going to be some difficulties ahead. All right. Unfortunately. So it requires preparation and patience. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be super challenging for you. It just means that you need to be prepared. So I'm not spending a lot of money right now, right? I haven't worked for several days. So if you got it in the reverse, which we did not, but I'm going to give you the message of it in the reverse. If you got into the reverse, you're over your head. You haven't listened. So take a note, take a look at this and understand there's plenty of berries for you right now. But make sure that you've got plenty for later. Okay? It's also talking about that you're going to overcome these obstacles, whatever they are that are in front of you. So for me, my phone, right, not working, I will overcome this obstacle that's in my way. I'm loving this because we chose this with this one, right? These thorns provide shelter for these little birds that might otherwise be in a predicament from this bobcat. That's interesting. The bobcat's coming to get the bird and its eggs, and there's thorns. So the bird is safe from the bobcat. Oh, that's interesting message. You may have a difficult journey ahead. Whatever it is that you're choosing to do, you need to prepare for it. You need to make sure that you've got all your snacks, right? Like I went to the river with my friend Lisa, and she had I laugh at people, and then I think, why am I laughing? They've got like a little lunchbox. They've got water, they've got fruit, they've got snacks. They're prepared. They've got a blanket, they've got a towel. I just kind of run by the seat of my pants. I'm kind of like the bobcat, right? I might have acted too hastily, and I'd been over my head. And if I had prepared, it would have served me better in the future. Now, I have learned this with the river. I've gone to this river, and we've discovered all these different places. And I thought, ooh, I could go over that waterfall if I had a floaty. So we had to go all around town, Lisa and I, to find the floaty. And hi, Nandini. So nice to see you. General, yes, I will. Ask me again when I at the end, I'm going to ask who wants a reading because I can't keep track of everybody in the chat. Okay. So we got prepared. We went and got floaties, and it made our journey easier because we were able to put all our stuff on our floaties and ferry it across the river. We were able to float on it. We were able to stay up in the sun. We were able to go over the waterfall. We were prepared. So it's talking about being prepared. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose Kuan Yin in her natural setting, I made this. I love this. I've got lots of these in my house that I've created. And I made a whole bunch up because I was going to sell them. Then I couldn't sell them because I loved them. All right. So for those who chose Kuan Yin, and remember, Kuan Yin. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. That was, did we do Kuan Yin or did we do this? What did we just do? Because we did my deck. We got 2 for my deck, and then we got the bobcat for the second one. So we're on the third one already. We're on the third one. So did we do this second? Please remind me. I'm sorry. I'm busy channeling and I can't remember. So did we do this one for the second one? Or did we do Kuan Yin? I don't recall. Please somebody tell me. In any case, I'm going on to the third one, which is either this one or Kuan Yin. Okay. And I worked with this deck yesterday. Oh, wow. I did the second one. Hi. Hi, Tom. I love my socks. My friends Suzanne and Tom from Wisconsin are on the line. I love that. Did I do this one, Suzanne? I did the second one. So I'm on the third one. Whatever it is, we're on the third one, whether it's Kuan Yin or whether it's the necklace. I think we're doing the necklace now. I don't know what we're doing. Somebody tell me. No, I didn't. I did more. I did because I did my deck first, and then I did the Bobcat second, and now we're doing the Whispers of Love. So for those who chose the third item, whatever it is, not the necklace. Okay, so now we're doing the necklace. For those who chose the necklace, for those who chose, I took a bullet for them, and that's why I was gone. Or I want to focus on my natural beauty. Or how about create something today? How about this is fun, right? This is a fun piece of jewelry. Look at all these cool things on here. So you can do this. I just tied knots. I slipped it on a piece of leather and just tied knots. And now I'm really a mermaid doing necklace now. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for helping me, you guys. Sorry, I'm such a basket case. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I think I wouldn't be because I've been playing at the river and sleeping without a phone and not on my phone. And oh my God, do you guys remember about, I don't know, it was like maybe 2 or 3 readings ago, Spirit said in one of the messages, you're going to remove yourself from the web for a time. And that was when I lost my web page and my lost my YouTube channel, and I lost my Angel's Whisper page, everything. And I was like, oh God, please don't do that. But they were showing me my phone was going to break. And they did it on purpose because I needed to learn to work without it. And I'm surviving. It's pretty amazing. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm being my mermaid self right now, too. I am really a mermaid. Correct for neutrality on all levels. We danced. We had music. So yesterday when I went to the river, I'm not going to pick it. Spirit has to choose it. Yesterday I went by myself and I was like, wow, I'm going alone. And I don't have music because when I went with my friend Lisa and Emran, they brought a speaker and they brought music. So I get to the park and I'm walking across the parking lot and there's my friend Siona. I went super late when I thought it was going to be too late. But because I went super late, that's when they go. They brought music. We danced. It was amazing. Everything works out. Okay, so for those that chose the necklace, turn on your heart light. So there's a lot going on in these cards. So I can read these cards. First of all, I love the feathers in her hair. She's got an eagle flying above. And you notice where the eagle is. The eagle is at the top. So there's stormy weather up there. And the eagle is the only bird, that flies into the storm and uses the force of the storm to fly above. But she's working with all of the bird messengers. I love this. She's got red hawk feathers. She's got blue jay feathers. She's got owl feathers. She's got vulture feathers. She's got all of the feathers. So feathers, wherever feathers appear, angels are near. Also, the birds also represent communication, right? So allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Wow, this might trigger some people today. I apologize. But the number is 36. So 3 and 6 together is 9. And that says, light worker, you have everything you need to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Do not procrastinate. So right now, they don't want you to get to a place of sadness. If you're not with the one that you love, then like I'm not with the one that I love, but I'm with many that I love. I'm with you guys. I'm with my animal messengers. I'm with my fairies, right? And so we want to hold on to the feeling of when you're with someone that you love or in the energy of love, thinking of moments that you experienced that love. She's by herself, but she's holding that energy in her heart because that feels good. I love that feeling. Oh, that felt so good when this happened. When we went to the river, I have been alone. I haven't in a relationship. I've been alone for 17 years. I've been divorced 17 years. So I had a short relationship with Tony Millard. You guys remember Tony? It was a spirit-driven relationship. We both knew it and ended really quickly because my twin soul came back, which is Jake. And then he's off doing his work and I'm doing mine. So I've been alone for a long, long time. And I'm meant to focus on the love I feel within myself, for myself, the love that comes to me. Now, in order to allow love back into your life, maybe you've turned your heart light off. I did for a very, very long time. So in order to open your heart, you need to feel those feelings. So you need to have these memories come up, the good memories. And maybe enough time's gone by that you can focus on the good memories. But it's not even about opening it up to someone else. It's about allowing it to heal. Look at the color of the gauzy ribbon flowing over her. It's almost like sea moss, right? It looks like seagrass, green, healing, right over her heart chakra. So at this time, that's why when we go to the river, I was saying to my friend Lisa, I hold on to these rocks and they're covered in moss and it's like healing. It's going through all of my cells and through my body. So draw on a memory of love, reopen your heart and allow your heart to receive healing. Allow your heart to receive love from anyone. I know what I was going to tell you. When I went to the creek the other day. I've been alone for, I knew that was going somewhere and I stopped. 17 years. So we were upriver, way at the top, and we floated downriver. And we kind of liked it down where we were, and the sun was down there. And I said, oh, we probably shouldn't leave our stuff there. And Emron literally went and hiked, and it wasn't far. I could have done it in, 3 minutes. But the fact of the matter is he did it for us. He hiked to the top, brought all of our stuff back, and put it on the rock. They brought music for me. Afterwards, when we finished, I'm going to get emotional. It sounds really stupid, but I said, because we all went in my car because I have a pass, an annual pass. And I said, I really need water, and I really need some Bing cherries, and I really need cat food. Am I allowed to stop? Can I stop at the grocery store before I take us all home? Because once I get home, I'm not going to want to leave. And they said, yeah, no problem. And I said, really? Most people wouldn't let me do that. And I got to tell you, what kind of people have been hanging around that wouldn't let me do that? But that was an amazing feeling. So it was allowing myself to receive. I received, but from that gentleman who carried all of our stuff, it seems like not a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. It's been 17 years since somebody carried my stuff for me. 17 years. And Emron goes, no. And I said, yeah, except for a 2.5-month gap when Tony was there. Other than that, yeah, 17 years. So it's important that this happens, this healing takes place. It's important that we do whatever we need to do to focus on this love. Listen, Spirit's literally going to town right now. If you can see, just listen. This is an important card. If you can focus on everything you can do to heal this, this is what needs to happen today. I'm going to the river again today after this. I can't move forward with love if I don't love myself first. I cannot open my heart to another if I have not opened my heart to myself. I cannot receive love if I do not allow myself to receive. And so I was being given opportunities where I was put in a position where I needed to receive, right? I couldn't bring my own music because I didn't have my phone for the little thingamajigger. So Siona had it, and Lisa had it, and Emron had it, right? I couldn't do certain things. And so I allowed myself to receive. I allowed that man to carry my things for me. I could have done it, but it was sure nice having it done for me, right? Yeah, we deserve lovely people around us. Breezer, yesterday I climbed a mountain and one of the trees was covered in feathers. No way! How was the tree covered in feathers? Tell us this story. And the feather that you're showing is a red hawk feather. It's a red hawk feather, which means a message is coming. Stay open-minded. Oh my gosh, tell us the story of the feathers on that tree. That's incredible. Ingrid, you deserve lovely people. I do. We all do. But the fact of the matter is I kind of kept everybody at an arm distance because I can do self. When I was a little girl, I have a sacred beetle of protection. It just landed on the back of my head. Where did it go? That's okay. I'm okay with it. Hi. When I was a little girl, my mother was trying to tie my shoes, and I wouldn't let her. I said, I can do self. And she said, oh my God, you've been that way since you were 2. I can do self. But the fact of the matter is I can do self. I don't need you. But I would love for you to come and give back to me. I would love for you to offer. Wouldn't that be fabulous? I would love that. I'm learning to accept that and realize that it's a pretty exciting thing. Okay. We're going to the ruins. Seriously, Breezer, we need the story. Are you typing it out? We need the story. Hold on a second. I don't know what that is, but it gives me an option to send. Oh, it's crying. Is that guy crying? Can you show me what that is, you guys? Because there's a reason I chose that one. I didn't think that it was crying when I chose it. So somebody might be crying right now. Another seer is crying right now. So someone else that's connected is crying right now. So can we please send love to the one that's crying right now? I'm sending love to the one who's crying right now. Somebody's got their feelings. They're in their feelings right now. Breezer. It looks like people who've been climbing to the mountain have been placing feathers that have been on the ground, on the tree like a shrine. That is so freaking amazing. That is so cool. Breezer and Ingrid are in the same country. They're in Australia. Sending love to all those who were crying. Somebody's watching me right now. Somebody's filled with anxiety right now and they're watching me. So babe, I'm sending you love. I'm sending, what did Spirit say? Spirit, will you send them grace? Wrap them in the arms of grace. Grace, wrap them in the arms of grace. So it's a blessing for climbing to the mountain as it was a struggle to get to the top. Well, the mountain is always a representation of a challenge. It's a struggle to get there, but man, when you get there, the view is amazing and it's so worth it, right? When we went to the river yesterday, the dogs and I, thinking we were going alone with no music, I'm also wearing shorts now, which I've never worn my entire life. It took me 60 years to put shorts on. I'm not kidding. And I had great legs back then. I don't know what I thought was wrong with them. I always wear skirts. And so I wore shorts, and we ran through the river and we climbed all the way up to the top of all along the river up the side of the trail. And it was magic. Gina, why are you crying, Gina? We're sending you love. Oh my goddess. See, much love to you. See, we felt, Spirit said, I picked that one. I chose that owl that was crying. So we're asking Spirit to bring you grace. So I saw it like this, which means you're a winner, baby. You're a winner. Money's coming to you. Marriage is coming to you. More is coming to you. Much is coming to you. Welcome it in. Love is coming to you. Welcome it in. All right, where's my book? Are you kidding? Oh, it's right here. I was going to say, I don't have my book. You're sad too? Oh, Tina, so much love to both of you. I'm not feeling sad. That's another good thing about me not being on my phone, is I'm energetically been kind of on my own. So what did I say? M is movement forward. 125. So acknowledge that you're sad, but get out of that space. Don't stay in that space. You can't stay in that space for too long. So I love this because these are ivory, and my grandmother was an Aries horse. She's my strongest guide, and I have an ivory horse on her picture that holds the picture of her when she was in her flapper days. So whenever I see these, I think of my grandmother. And this is movement, progress, the horse. So it's the rune of transit, transition, and movement, physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, new life. It signifies movement as far as improving any situation. Okay? Hugs. Everyone's sending you love. The fact that we're all here and we're all praying to Spirit to give grace to all the ones that are crying, and we're all sending that prayer out, the energy around, look at them all coming to you right now. It's amazing. So this is gradual development, steady progress. Song right now. Don't you dare look back. I said, you're holding back. Shut up and dance with me. I sent my twin a message on Facebook and I said, come to Sedona and dance with me. It was Valentine's Day. That long ago, he never bothered answering. So that means someone else has to dance with me, I guess. But this is saying, shut up and dance with me. I think it's pretty funny. So it's gradual development, steady progress. It could be the growth of a new business, a new opportunity coming in. This is good, Lisa, growth of a new business. Or maybe you're developing an idea. Maybe there's more clients coming in. Let's ask right now. I'm asking, since we're all here, because of the fact that I haven't been able to work, I require clients to call in. If I can do a reading for you, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is Sherry Columbus, SherryColumbus @yahoo.com. If I can read for you, if I'm a long distance Reiki master, if I can work with you in a session, I would be honored. But I'm asking Spirit to bring me my clients back. Bring me my clients that can speak to me through, I can do a reading through Instagram. I can do it through YouTube. Through Facebook Messenger until my phone gets here. So I'm asking, or else just bring me all my clients back as soon as I get my phone, right? But this is talking about that. There's this also talking about that song right now. I'm keeping an eye on you. Keep your eye on me. So there's someone that's watching me, keeping an eye on me, that is not speaking to me right now. And this is telling you, this says a relationship needs to undergo some changes. Now, there's others I know as well that are in separation right now. And it's talking about the need for a relationship to undergo changes if it is going to survive, if it is going to live and grow. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. There needs to be moral effort, standing in your integrity, moral effort. I like that. Moral effort, steadfast. Steadfastness is what it's called for. You're feeling her love. You're feeling our love. That's wonderful. So, as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows, is the affirmation. It is a symbol of the horse, and it signifies the bond between the horse and rider. The Bronze Age artifacts show a horse drawing a sun. So Sagittarius is the was the full moon in Sagittarius. Something about Sagittarius was happening, Lisa. What was it? Do you remember? Because I'm thinking Sagittarius, the archer. It's saying you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. So you've done enough work so that you can move forward. So what was the message again? Light worker, you have everything you need. Stop procrastinating. It's time to move forward on your path. It's time to turn again and face the future, reassured and prepared that you have the ability to share, and good fortune follows. The sharing is very significant because it talks about the sun's ability to foster life, bring life, right? And illuminate all things. And you can thank Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel will light the path. If there's something you need to see that you're not able to see, ask Archangel Uriel to illuminate it. If you're having difficulties within a relationship, be it family, lover, or career, call upon Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel has a sacred duty with Archangel Michael as a protector, but is also an angel that works with soulmate unions. And it talks about good career choices, people that you work with, the type of work that you're doing. I'm calling in Chamuel. Chamuel's color is, I thought it was pink, but I heard yellow just now. I know that Uriel's is yellow. I think Chamuel's is pink. We'll have to look it up. I'll have to look that up. It was Capricorn. Something about, is Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn? I don't know. There's something going on in Sagittarius. I don't know. I'm not the astrologer, so I'm not even going to pretend. Correct neutrality. Let's do our charms. I can't even see. I don't have do I have a phone? Oh, wow. We're doing good. Okay. Butterfly, transformation, right? We're transforming from one state to another. This one's in full transformation. Again, you've got everything you need to move forward. You're a Sagittarius, Ingrid? So forward movement. Oh, I'm going to share can I share, Ingrid? I'm going to share because it's good news. Ingrid last week was needing a job, and her message was, there's one coming. And guess what? She got one, and she loves it. Here's a seer, an owl. The owl sees past the deception through the illusion to the truth of the matter. Remember, I said there was a seer that was crying. Someone that is connected is crying. Someone that knows better is crying. I'm going to find out why that one's crying. Starfish. Starfish. Can't take them out of the water. They'll die. They wash up on shore on the boat ramps, and I would spend hours and hours and hours throwing them back. And, the message, well, you're not going to save them all. No, but I'm going to save that one. So remember, I said that one took a bullet for someone to save them, right? I couldn't save them all, but I saved that one. Maybe I couldn't save them all. I couldn't save them all. I've lost someone. And then there's the unicorn, Pegasus, the divine. My cat's name is Pegasus, the divine. And when I was a little girl, this was my spirit animal. I don't know why I don't have Pegasuses all over the place, because it was the first spirit animal I saw. I would point to the sky and say, look, Mommy, flying horses. So this talks about magic, and use your unicorn horn. That's in the post that I shared about the puffin. I shared this message. So call upon the magic of the unicorns to help you with the one you lost. I don't know why you would choose what you've chosen, but today is your first day and you have a paid day off. That's freaking awesome. Okay. I'm going to light some incense, and then we're going to go to you guys. Okay. Who wants a reading? Tina's first. Nandini is second. Tell me. Who wants a reading? Oh, wait. While you're telling me, I'm going to give us our positive affirmation for personal power. Correct neutrality on all levels. Ooh. Somebody wants somebody out of their head. I would love a message. Oh, my goddess. I'm going to have to limit it to 10. Okay, so Ingrid. Julie Zechariah. Lori Hamilton. Nandini got Breezer. Gina Soars. Gina's my California friend. I'm crying because of lack of emotions my partner has. He is so closed. Oh, well, if you're not married, you might want to rethink that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is our positive affirmation? And then we'll go to the readings. Two came out. I am hopeful. So, Gina, maybe you're hopeful. Call on spirit. He's a Libra. Interesting. My daughter's a Libra. My best friend Serenity's a Libra. I am hopeful that he will be able to express himself. I am hopeful. I am abundant as F. Look at all this. I am hopeful that my phone shows up and that I get big bucks coming to follow. But I'm abundant as F. All right. I like this. This is a good deck. We could use this for we could use this for your messages if you would like. But all right. So I'm going to go to Tina. And your first message comes from that was fast. Dream big, Tina. And a raven just flew overhead. So the raven is magic and miracles. So you're saying my partner is lacking emotions. Well, let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Ask for more. Ask specifically for help. Is there something that I need to, like sometimes some people are just not as expressive. Like I will share, my name is Sherry, right? I will express my emotions, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. A lot of people don't know when I'm suffering. I don't express that, I'm tough. I kind of hold it to myself. So maybe you have felt insignificant because your partner has not been expressive. So Spirit says right now, release any thoughts of inferiority or insignificance. This is, again, the one, disability, right? If you feel that you've got some kind of a disability and you feel insignificant, you feel like you're broken, you feel like, why would anybody want me? Because I know how to do that to you, right? You came to me like that. You came to me whole, and then something happened and you broke your ass. But then I did that to you. I gave you wings to fly, and now I look at you and I think you're even more fabulous than you were before. So what you might consider as a disability is part of your path. So right now you're being told to release any feelings of inferiority and see yourself succeeding and seeing things. For God's sake, you've been together 25 years, 3 kids. You work on yourself. All right. Focus on you. Correct for neutrality. And you can ask Spirit for help. Ask the angels for help. Ask them what you need to do to help my partner be more expressive to me. Maybe you need to learn how to understand after so many years. That's just not the kind of person that expresses themselves, right? Maybe he expresses himself in a different way and you need to recognize that. This message is interesting. I'm a support worker. I work with people who have mental and physical disabilities. Well, there you go. Nandini, your message. Nandini, your message. So Spirit says they'd like you to focus on using positive affirmations. Tina, don't talk about what you don't have. Don't talk about what isn't working. You talk about, I'm grateful that this happens. I'm grateful. We have 3 beautiful children. We've been together for 25 years. We have the ability to stand the test of time. I'd like to improve things on that. So say positive affirmations every morning because it opens the gates of manifestation, but also gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, keep your focus on what you're grateful for. I have not been thinking. I have been checking the mailbox to see if my phone arrived. It hasn't arrived, but I've been focusing on what I'm grateful for. The fact that I live in the Magic Kingdom, the fact that I can go to a river and be a mermaid because I'm a mermaid that's been landlocked for a long time. Now I drive 10 minutes and I go every single day with my dogs, and my dog has lost weight. Bea needed to lose weight. I was very worried about her. I started feeding her homemade food, and now she's swimming and she's dropped weight. And I'm going to I'm following suit. So focus on, you're an extrovert, focus on all that you have. Nandini. All right, Ingrid. You're being helped. Oh my gosh, yes, you are, Ingrid. Heaven is working behind the scenes for you, even if you don't see the results right now. You are being helped. And look where they're at. They're at the river. Well, they're kind of at where the river meets the ocean. I've always said where the river meets the sea, that's where I will be. So I don't know, is that where that is? But to me, I mean, there's dolphins there. So that's definitely the river meeting the sea. That's where I grew up. So when I see this, that they're telling me today, go there. So you're being helped. So maybe you don't see what's going on, but there is something going on. I love that message. That's freaking awesome. We'll just leave it at that because you can't beat that. Aw, your words are really healing and I ask for help. Yes. But you know what? Asking for help, asking is different than saying thank you, right? Spirit knows what you need. And it's good for you to state specifically what you would like, but then you turn it around and you focus on all that you're grateful for. All right, Julie Zechariah, your message is allow yourself to receive. You and I are in this same place. I like it. Allow others to give you loving care and receive without guilt or apology. I love this message. It felt so good to receive. It felt so good for him to carry our stuff to us. It was like, you know what he did when we went to the store? He carried in my water. He carried in my watermelon. Lisa carried in some stuff. They carried in things for me. It was awesome. Next message is for Lori Hamilton. Lori Hamilton. Surround yourself with positive people, positive situations, and avoid negativity. Ingrid. And to timeline squash. So say thank you for the new home that is safe and suits our needs that we moved to yesterday. Huh? What? Are you saying that I should say thank you for my new home? Or are you saying you guys just moved to a new home, Ingrid? Thank you, Sherry. I'm so independent. Me too. Grateful for many things. No, but we just gotta focus on the gratitude. It's not that we're not saying you're not grateful, Tina. It's like when we're feeling sad, we have to turn our focus away from that, right? We need to go here. We need to, whatever it is that we're sad about, we're supposed to allow ourselves to feel those emotions. We are supposed to allow ourselves to cry. Absolutely. If something triggers you and allows you to cry during this reading, it's supposed to happen. It's for a healing. But then we move forward, right? And now we're going to focus on positive. Can't stay in that place, right? We avoid any negative people, any negative situations, any negative shows, any negative talk, any negative movies. Pay attention to the books you read, the movies you watch, the people that are talking that are around you, right? Bars. Going to a bar is a negative place. There's alcohol, there's drugs. It blows open your crown. Anytime you're around any of that, pay attention. Correct neutrality on all levels. Gina. Lisa Lichny, do you want a reading? Is there anybody else that I've missed? I'm taking Gina right now. Is there anybody else that I have missed? And am I yelling? I don't know if I'm yelling because, wow, there's a lot that came out, Spirit. I can't take that many. But say it's like it's happened, yes, and to feel the energy of when we have it. So I wrote every day, 100 times a day, thank you for the new job. I got it yesterday that I love. So she wrote it. Thank you for the new job that I got yesterday. 100 times a day, and she got it. Lisa, yes. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that because I'm excited. I'm actually trying to yell because in my phone, the volume doesn't work very well. But does it feel like I'm yelling at you guys? Because I would rather not. I would rather not yell. Correct for neutrality. Woo, there we go. This is for, oh my God, this is pretty cool. This is for Gina. No, this is for Lisa Lichny. I've got to put it right here. I'm going to Gina. I'm saving yours, Lisa Lichny, because I was thinking of you when I did it. It's loud. Okay, I don't need to be yelling. Correct for neutrality. Gina Soars. What is the message for Gina? Correct for neutrality for Gina. I'm glad that the computer works. I'm glad to know that. Because when I work online, I work on a hotline normally on my phone, and they can't hear me. So I'm constantly having to yell. It's just super annoying. This is for Gina. Interesting. Tag, you're it. Now, this is going to be a message for more than Gina, I can tell you right now. Tag, you're it. Are you constantly engaging in a game of tag, a continual game of push and pull, of tug of war? It's time to empower yourself by letting go of emotionally unhealthy relationships. It's time to stop obsessing over people that are not returning your attention or are emotionally unavailable. Self respect means not acting desperate or needy. I channeled this message, and believe me, when my own deck speaks to me, I am not interested in emotionally unavailable people. You can just keep going the other way, right? Whether they're friends, family, or lovers. I'm not into that. If you're available, we talk, we communicate. If not, out, right? So it doesn't feel good to be the one always reaching out, does it? Self-respect means not acting desperate or needy. Look into why you're constantly contacting people who aren't responding or returning your attention. Is your wounded inner child needing to feel loved? Recognize that it's an inside job. No one else can fill that void but you. Focus on your own path and stop acting needy or clingy with people that you like. Stop constantly text messaging, emailing, and calling. Stop checking up on your ex. Just stop. Why not allow them to show an interest in you rather than being the constant pursuer? That's what's been happening with my phone. I don't have my phone, so I'm not sending anybody any messages. It's kind of a relief, actually. um, if they don't appreciate your presence, allow your friend or love interest their choice. If they don't appreciate your presence, allow them to appreciate your absence. My mother's favorite line. They may just stop running, turn around, and come looking for you. When you recognize your own self-worth, you won't give yourself away so easily. You will begin to be more choosy about who deserves your attention. So allow yourself to receive. This is for Lisa Lichney. Self-employment suits you. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Waves of prosperity are coming your way. New abundance and exciting opportunities washing over you. And it's happening. Spirit is literally opening the doors for this woman. You can tell when Sedona wants you, all the doors open and they're all opening for her. So there's confirmation. So that's freaking awesome. I like that too. New opportunities. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So show me, highlight the opportunities, right? Put a big blazing sign right above that. Tina has asked for a message for her daughter. Correct for neutrality. For her daughter, Lisa. There's too many Lisas in my life. Correct for neutrality. My daughter's name is Lisa. Lisa Lichney is our friend. There's Lisa Rosenblum. There's your daughter, Lisa. There's Lisa all over the place. My God. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. It put itself back. So when you give your daughter this message, if she's watching, what's her name is Lisa. Hello, Lisa, if you're watching. Something put itself back. Something flipped out and put itself back. There's a message in that to Elisa. Something or someone flipped out and they had to put themselves back in check. That's what it just showed. They flipped out and put themselves back. So they could have flipped out and set themselves back, right? Two messages came out for your Lisa. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love each other deeply. And it's about focusing. And look at that teardrop falling. That's the angels crying. That's the angels giving you. We recognize what you need. We understand. We have our arms around you. That's Master Jesus holding you. It's important to love each other and to love others deeply. Ask for help. What is it you really need help with? What is it? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So you can see the little mermaid going to Triton, her father. Father, this is what I require. Well, this is us. Me as my mermaid going to my father, mother God. This is what I require. I require enough money to pay for all of my bills comfortably and all of my animals to be cared for. I require magic fairy to come back into the house. The fairies need to guide him in. I also require a partner and deep soul love. I require work that I love. I require friends that are wholesome and goddess fearing, animal loving, and wanting to do their work. These are the things I require. What do you require? All right, correct for neutrality on all levels. Is there anyone else that requires a reading? I'm going to give myself one. And I'm going to do it from Whispers of Love. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, my hair is literally wet underneath. Oh. Air. Wind. I need wind. Come dry my hair. I was going to put it up in a ponytail, but I've been wearing it in a ponytail for days. Thank you. Oh, thank you. There's my message. Oh, my goddess. Let's call me out in front of the whole world, shall we? Yeah, and I've done this. Okay, so look at your relationship pattern. Look at your pattern in relationships. I have seen a pattern. I've seen a pattern. That's why there's so many Lisas around me. I've always had a Lisa in my life. Interesting. And I don't mean by the name, I mean by the personality. So it requires inner strength to recognize what we need to change or modify as far as our behavior. So look at the patterns. Like, what did I say? Emotionally unavailable people is what I've had a pattern of emotionally unavailable people. Well, I have now recognized I do not want someone who's emotionally unavailable, because then you get someone in a marriage that is emotionally unavailable. I may as well stay alone. I don't want someone who's emotionally unavailable. It's a choice, right? It's a choice. You can choose to marry someone who's emotionally unavailable or date them, but they're going to be emotionally unavailable. Do you like that? No. So all of these people that are, I said I'll be with someone who chooses me. I'm the girl you call back. I'm the girl you bring flowers for. I'm the girl you carry the water jugs in for. I'm the girl who you treat with respect, right? I'm the girl you communicate with. I almost drown of my teardrops. Everything in those messages is really for her. Well, it's for you as well. Would you mind doing one for me? Course of gratitude. Hi, I didn't see you. Oh, Breezer. Hold on a second. Let me finish this and I'll look at that. Okay. So I am looking at myself. I was in a codependent relationship for 5 years where I gave all of the time and I didn't get back. I had that same relationship with my daughter. I had that same relationship with my father. I've had this relationship since I was a child. I have been this way. I was raised to believe I put myself last. And I did, which left me feeling like I had to fix everybody's problems because my parents asked me to. My dad came to me and asked me to fix things with my mom. My mom came to me and asked me to fix things with my dad. And so I felt like it was my job. And I'm an empath, and I can read people and I can feel the energy. I can feel them. And so I felt like that was my job, and it's not my job. It's not my job to fix you. It's not my job to carry all your shit. It's not my job. I put on 8 to 10 pounds. I probably put on 10 pounds. Bea put on 8. Spirit said I put on 8 pounds, but I think maybe it's 8. I'm only 5'2". So, but I put on this weight. I talked to you about an emotional transfer, right? The emotional, the empathetic transfer. I literally took on the body weight of another human being, because I was carrying them and all their problems. And I needed to realize it's not my job to carry anything for you, right? I need to feel free and light. And so I needed to look at my relationship, my pattern in relationships where I gave all the time and I wasn't getting back. So the next time I meet someone, like I met another person, someone who, the only one in 11 years that I would have given consideration to outside of my spiritual twin. I met him here. Spirit told him he was coming and they described him to me. But he did the same thing. And so the answer is no. If you run away, if you want me to chase you, that's not going to happen. Right? The next person that comes into my life, I'm going to recognize it immediately because I'm seeing it in women. I'm seeing it in friendships that come in. Right? So what we will find is that the next person we meet is going to have similar qualities and similar flaws as our last partner, because we're vibrating at that frequency. That's why it's a good idea to not jump into a relationship after you end a relationship. You're supposed to work on yourself and recognize, why did this relationship not work? What is it I need to learn? Right? Because while I'm vibrating at that frequency down here, that person that's living at that frequency comes in and you meet that person. But you're not living, you're not residing at that frequency. You just kind of fell there because you were struggling. And when you're yourself, you go back up here and then you shoot up, right? And then that person's down here and you guys are not vibing on the same frequency. So if you want someone who's vibing on the same frequency of you, watch patterns that they have. Watch how you behave and they behave. Watch how you behave around them. Watch what you're energetically attracting to you. I attract broken people. I know empaths and teachers and healers, we do that. Obviously, a lot of people were drawn to Jesus, Master Jesus, because he was a healer, right? But we have to put up very strong boundaries. Like I said, I do this weekly reading. This is free. The rest of it, I charge, because this is my energy. This is my time. This is my path. I'm very connected. I'm very accurate. I'm very good at what I do. And I can help you. But I'm not going to do it for free because it requires time and energy, and I need to support myself. So I've had that happen a lot too, where I was constantly reading for people, constantly every single day. I'm telling you, for 5 days, 5 years, 5 days, 5 years, every single day there was drama and crying and upset, and then and counseling, because I never give my personal opinion. I always go to spirit. I did that for free. I depleted myself. That will not happen again. I have learned this lesson because spirit told me that's why I'm alone, because I poured all of my love into that person instead of pouring it into me, instead of holding a boundary. And it's also holding a boundary. It's also respecting another's boundary. Like my friend Lisa lives on the other street. Doesn't mean she's going to hang out with me every single day. Doesn't mean we're going to do something every single day. I'll ask her if she wants to go to the river because I'm going. But everybody has to have their own personal time, right? And nobody has a string or a leash on another. Lisa, before I moved to Sedona, I was always the only Lisa. Now there's many. It's pretty funny. Yeah. In America, is Lisa very unusual name, but in Slovenia, it's very rare. Every time she introduces herself, everyone says her name is very beautiful. Lisa, well, it is a beautiful name. My daughter's name is Elise. And then my best friend's daughter, her mother practiced Judaism for most of her life. But she was born, and so as I knew her name was Ileana. That was the name she was given. But her birth name was Elisa. I didn't even know that. That's my best friend. I'm like, oh my God, it's all Elise all around me. My daughter. All right, so that was my reading. Is there any more about this message that I need to share? Because I am paying attention to my relationship patterns. Things are moving forward. Spirit keeps saying things are moving forward very quickly right now. Clouds are coming in. We might have a monsoon hit. It's very hot, and I'm excited to go to the river. You attract broken people. Well, I don't believe people are broken. I believe that nobody's broken, and we're going to go there. We're going to go there right now. We're all a work in progress, my spiritual twin used to say, right? We're all a work in progress. None of us are broken. Attract for neutrality. But we attract people that are looking for healing because we're healers. So we have to understand where the boundary has to be. I had a neighbor send me a message. I don't even know her. Actually, I bought something at a garage sale from her. I went back to pick them up. 2 items, paid quite a lot of money for them, and discovered they were both broken, and she'd repaired them and didn't tell me. I wasn't impressed. Then I got an email from her saying, we lost our cat sitter and we're going away for a few weeks. Could you come up the street? You're walking up the street anyway. Could you come up the street and sit with my cat every day for a little while? I'm not even responding. I'm just like, are you kidding me? She knows I've got 14 cats that I care for and 2 dogs, and I work. No, I can't come take care of your cat for free. I don't have time. But I might have done it before thinking, oh, that cat needs someone. Well, they're going to have to find someone else. Hi, Vera. Right when I said that. I got cats of my own to care for. I am hopeful. I am hopeful is our closing message. You are not broken, Frank. You are not broken. Correct for neutrality. I'm going to give you a message, Frank. Frank Howard, I'm going to give you a freaking message. Oh my God. Wait till you see what it is. Look at this card. Raven got a hold of it and ripped the shit out of it. But it's enough on there that I can see this woman is freaking crying, and she had her ass tore up, right? I got tore up by this person. I got tore up by this situation. And the message is release what no longer serves you. Whatever it was, it caused you to cry blood. It took the life's blood out of you. It cried many, many tears. It tore you up. Release that. Why would you hold on to that? Why would you hold on to somebody or something that tore you up like that? Correct for neutrality. Chords of gratitude. Message for chords of gratitude. I totally forgot. Chords of gratitude and Breezer. I thought I did one for Breezer. I wrote it down. Can you show me where my book is? Thank you. Chords of gratitude. I read for you second. I didn't write down Breezer. What? All right, Breezer. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Breezer. Chords of gratitude, I wrote you second. Sherry is a Cancer. We have a hard time letting go of the past. Yeah, well, you know what? You can let go. Let go. It's, you need to rewrite those words. Cancel, clear, delete. Exactly. Oh my God, Lisa just said cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete that. Cancel, clear, delete that. No. This came out for Breezer, and it's the tag you're it message. I find that interesting. We've already had this message, but it's a highlight reel. Tag you're it. Are you constantly engaging in a game of tag, a continual game of push and pull, tug of war? It's time to empower yourself by letting go of emotionally unhealthy relationships. It's time to stop obsessing over people that are not returning your attention, or not emotionally available, or they are emotionally unavailable. Self-respect means not acting desperate or needy. It just doesn't feel good to be the only one always reaching out, does it? Look into why you're constantly contacting people who aren't responding or returning your attention. Is your wounded inner child needing to feel loved? Recognize that it's an inside job. No one can fill that void but you. Focus on your own path and stop acting needy or clingy with people you like. Stop constantly text messaging, emailing, calling. Stop checking up on your ex. Just stop. Why not allow them to show an interest in you rather than being the constant pursuer? What you chase will run. Try something different. Focus on you. Allow your friend or love interest their choice. If they don't appreciate your presence, allow them to appreciate your absence. They may just stop running, turn around, and come looking for you. When you recognize your own self-worth, you won't give yourself away so easily. You will begin to be more choosy about who deserves your attention. My battery is on energy saving mode. Yeah, Lisa, instead say, I'm broken open and now I'm becoming whole. Chords of gratitude. I wasn't here today. Can't be me. Well, it doesn't matter because you're the only person that I wrote down called Chords of Gratitude. Isa, are you still there? Would you like a reading? I just wrote you down, Chords of Gratitude. I just wrote you down because I knew. Isn't that weird? It literally says chords. Second one. Second message was for you. I just knew that you needed a message, I guess. How interesting. And you weren't there. Why would I write that down right away? That's so interesting. I find that pretty amazing. All right. So if there's anyone else, please let me know. If not, I'm going to check the weather and see if we're going to have a monsoon, because that is like a solid wall coming at me, which means I have to cover up my garden before I go to the river. I'm definitely go listen. Maybe Spirit knew I was going to be late today. So it's interesting. I'm sharing this message because it just flew out and because I spoke about it with my friend. Oh, this is a reminder. I was supposed to talk about this. I said to you guys that when we went to the river, Emron had magical, we witnessed miracles happening all day, and it was the trees. So he had a love, his best friend, and he were hiking out in the mountains, and they got caught and turned around, and snow started to come. In the end, it was a long, horrific story, and she died of hypothermia. And he was, as he was talking about, he says he went and there was this great tree, and he went up to this great tree and he just hugged it. He goes, I just hugged this tree. And he says, and I felt such understanding and warmth and love coming to me from this tree. It was incredible, the healing, like the tree understood, and it does understand. It does understand. Trees are grand. I hug my sycamores all the time. I love them. I love their leaves. I love their branches. I love them. They stand the test of time. There's true wisdom that comes from trees. So as we were walking out, he was telling us the story, more of the story. And all of a sudden there were two bullfrogs, one first on our path, a toad, like a bullfrog, and then another one. And he goes, oh my God. He goes, she was all about the frogs. And I said, she's here. And then we went to the water store and I said, there's something wrong with the machine. It keeps spitting out my dollars into quarters and then it won't accept the quarters. So we went through it and it wouldn't take the quarters. So he came and brought me $1. I forgot to pay him back. He literally gave me $1 for my water. Anyway, we were so overwhelmed with what happened next. The quarters fell out. There were 4 quarters. And so I picked up one of the quarters and I said, it won't go through. It won't take it. It kept going through. It wouldn't take it. So we picked it up and I looked at it and there was a girl walking between trees. And I said, there she is again. She's making herself known. 3 times she made herself known. Hi, is it Kumzul? Thanks for the reading. You're welcome. Kumzil, hello. If you'd like a reading, let me know. I can ask for a message for you. But I said you need to keep this quarter because there she is. And he says she's made herself present many, many times. So if you ever wonder about, it is not a coincidence. We were talking about her. He was telling us about her. He was sharing his deep love and talk about someone who could get stuck in the past, right? Someone who could not let the past go, but he's living his life. He's moving forward. But she keeps coming up and showing herself. And I said, I need to send you the message for the bear. Bear has just come out of his hermit's cave of hibernation. While in there, he learned so much about himself and about his desires, about his purpose. Sitting now amongst the glowing white-barked birch trees of the forest, he sees all the eyes staring back at him. Are you ready now? Which direction are you going to go? You know we are all here as sentinels, holding hands under the forest in support of you. If you need us, we are here. You will hear our whispers as the wind moves through our leaves. He knows this. He feels safe and held. That's what Emron felt. Safe and held and understood and loved. And he cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and let all of that grief out to that tree, and that tree was there to receive it. Magic. Oh, but the air feels good and it smells so sweet, Bear says. Time to look for some berries. Remember those berries that the bobcat had? Go down to the river, maybe catch some fish and have a fresh bath. What a beautiful day. I've got the world in front of me. Anything can happen. The possibilities are endless and everything is possible. We all need to become a hermit for a time. Remember when you're sad and you go within? For a time, but don't get stuck there, right? But then it's time to leave the safety of our caves, venture out, share the knowledge that we have gleaned, and move on. So this one has come out of the hibernation cave. This one is ready. Song right now. You were right there all along. This one went into the hermit's cave. You and I stargazing. We were stargazing the other night. I'm calling in my California bear. All right. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up, I think. What time is it? 2:30. Yeah. Hour and a half is good for me. I hope it was good for you. Thank you for showing up, you guys, for all of us coming over to YouTube. I would rather do my reading on YouTube because it's challenging to do both of them. And YouTube saves my videos, and this is my channel. So could you please click the like button on this video and the subscribe button? And I appreciate that if you want to share. It helps my channel. Otherwise, YouTube buries it. And I'm asking you to do that. That's my... it's a way that you can support me. If you can't support me financially, I mean, you could. If you want to donate, I gratefully receive for these readings. But a way of donating is energetically, which is the way you show up. That energetically supports me. But also the like. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Thank you so, so much. Love you too. Bye, Tom. See you soon. I love you all. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. So much love, so much... And spirit, for the ones who are feeling the tears, for the ones who are confused and don't have the words, please show them the words to use. Show them the actions to take. What are the steps they need to take to make things better for themselves? Show it to them so boldly, over and over, in so many different ways that they cannot fail to see it. All right. I love you. Stay safe. I love the storm. I will be in the river if it storms. Bye.